Here we go once again. Welcome back to the Bosh Reacts, and today we have another Grace Vanderwaal track for you. This time it's a duet and it's coming at you right now. Alright, so once again, welcome back to my channel. This is the Bosh Reacts, and as I say, we've got another Grace Vanderwaal track for you today. This time it's a duet with a guy called Charlie, is it Puth or Puth? I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but it's a song called One Call Away. That's coming up very soon. Just before we get into that, I want to say a big thank you to all the new subscribers to the channel. And yes, after last week, I do have a few more subscribers to the channel. So thank you very much for subscribing. And what an interesting week it's been, isn't it? So last week, I posted two videos. One was a reaction to Grace Vanderwaal's Happy Songs, and the other one wasn't. So just to let you know that the Happy Songs video has now been removed, right? I have taken it down. After I'd posted it, I honestly thought it was an official release. I did. And then after I'd posted it, a lot of people got in touch and said that apparently the management of Grace Vanderwaal have asked everybody not to share this yet because it's not fully completed. A lot of people were mentioning the fact that Grace had done this all herself in the studio on a computer, and by that I was totally amazed because it was a really good song, or is a really good song. But for now, I have taken it down just for the management team and for Grace and her family as well. And as soon as it's officially released, I will repost the reaction. So, on to the other one. Yes, that Hitler video. Had a lot of reactions to it, some good, some not so good. Just to the people who were positive about it, who could understand where I was coming from, what I was trying to achieve, thank you very much. There were people like Toad Sauce, I love that name, it's a great name that. Paul D. Hoff also had a few nice things to say. Brian Day, and another one whose name I can never pronounce. Is it Halchmaker? I think that's how you pronounce it. Thank you very much for your nice comments, but especially to one guy. I think it's a guy, I could be wrong, it could be a girl, but one of my subscribers called About That Voice put a very nice comment on this site and one on another site that we'll get into in a moment, and he put, or she put, people are too easily triggered by these Hitler parodies, and there's a lot of these Hitler parodies out there. Just go and check it out. I think there's a YouTube channel full of them. So these Hitler parodies are funny precisely because they mock the overtop rage of a tyrant who thought he had the answer to everything. This is what About That Voice put on my comments. They steal his thunder and make a mockery of it by inserting a totally unrelated, over-the-top rant about some small thing. And I've got to admit that that is exactly what I was heading for. There were a few, negative comments as well. Somebody said, why don't I use Mozart, Beethoven or Churchill, things like that? What you got to understand is the reason that video actually works in that respect is because it's in German. And of course, not a lot of us are probably going to be able to speak German. So you can't put English subtitles over the top of an English speaking track. It just doesn't work. I must admit that when I was searching for, I've been planning on doing one of these videos for a long time. When I was searching for things to use, I searched through loads and loads of different videos. I tried different versions of, different language versions of The Simpsons, of SpongeBob SquarePants, other little things, but none of them seem to have the effect that that particular clip has. It's the projection, it's the anger in his voice that make that clip funny when you relate it to some small trivial thing, and that's why it seems to work. And again, Eric H, who, although he didn't agree with the video, he could see the humorous side of it, also posted a link to this on another Grace Vanderwaal site that I will not mention. And there's a guy on there who took offence to it, basically. My subscriber about that voice, I think he's also on that channel as well, because although it's a different name that he uses, or she uses, it's the same little icon, what do you call them, little avatar that they use. So I think it's the same person. And on that channel he put he didn't agree with jumping on a cancel culture bandwagon and ganging up on a loyal fan of Grace's because of why. Comedy, satire, parody, these things are bedrock elements of free speech. And how is this affecting Grace? She's not being associated with Hitler. Hitler isn't being put in a positive light. He's being mocked. He says this is a mob mentality and won't have any part of it. So whoever you are about that voice on this channel and the other channel, I want to say a big thank you. You have earned my respect and admiration for that. Now, speaking of this other channel, I'm just going to say a little bit more about this and then I'm going to get into the reaction. This other channel, there's a guy on there, I don't really want to name him. You'll know who he is. He put a couple of comments on my channel as well, and then he's put something on this other channel where I think he's a moderator. And one of the comments he put on was... when Eric H put the link on, he put, Eric H admits in the original post that he is aware it may be offensive, because Eric had put it may be offensive to some, yet he posted it anyway. And he said, to me, this is strike one. So Eric, watch yourself. You're in for a very sternly written letter and probably a cyber slapped wrist. Naughty boy. And also something else that this guy written was, this made me smile. It says about this other channel, this is not a public forum and you do not have freedom of speech. That's why we have rules. Says it all really, doesn't it? So about that video, a lot of people have asked me to take it down. No, I am not going to remove the video. If you didn't enjoy it, that's your decision. Just move on, jog on, don't watch it again. If you did enjoy it, maybe you do want to watch it again. But the video will stay and eventually it'll go to the bottom of the list and just fade away into obscurity. But the video stays on my channel. Right, on to the reaction. I was going through a few Grace Vanderwaal tracks that I hadn't heard before, and I came across this one. I started listening to it and I thought to myself, no, what I'm going to do is, I think I listened to about the first maybe 40-30 seconds, something like that, and I thought, no, I'm going to do a reaction to it. The problem with a lot of these reactions is you've already heard the song before, so you know what it's going to be about. So this one, as I say, I only listened to about the first 30 or 40 seconds of it, and it's a collaboration with a guy called Charlie Puth. I don't know how you pronounce it. I've never heard of the guy before in my life, and it's a song called One Call Away. Let's have a listen. Alright, so just before the video starts, what I read on the site that this is on, it says that this is from Grace's Smule account. I have absolutely no idea what a Smule account is, so I googled it, and apparently it's a social media account for musicians to showcase their music. You never know, once I've started playing my ukulele to a certain degree, I might get on there myself. And apparently this is before America's Got Talent, just before her 12th birthday, so 11 years old. As I said, I've heard about the first 30 seconds of it. Let's have a listen to One Call Away.
I'm only one call away. I'll be there to save the day.
Superman's coming nothing on me.
I'm only one
Call away.
call me, baby, if you need a friend. I just wanna give you love.
Wow.
Come on, come on, come on.
Reaching out to you, so take a chance. No matter where you go, you know you're not alone.
I'm only one
Call
be scared. I just wanna set you free. Come on, come on, come on.
Love the harmonies.
Now we can stay here for a while.
Yeah.
Cause you know, I just wanna see you smile.
No matter where you go, you know you're not alone.
I'm only one call away. I'll be there to
Save the day. Superman's got nothing on me.
I'm only
One call away.
and when you're weak, I'll be strong.
I'm gonna keep holding on.
I'm loving the video that goes along with this.
It won't be long, darling.
You live. I'm only one call away.
I'll be there to
Save the day.
Superman got nothing
Then
on me. I'm only one. I'm only one call away. I'll be there to
Save the day. Superman's got nothing.
Yeah, go on, Grace.
I'm only one
Call away. I'm only one call away. Yo.
All right, so Grace Vanderwaal there and Charlie Puth. Still don't know how you pronounce it. Still don't know who the guy is. I'm going to have to Google him to try and find out who he is. And a song called One Call Away. As I said, that was when Grace was 11 years old, before America's Got Talent. And you can already hear how she's going to progress with her voice. I think she was holding back a little bit there. I think if she'd wanted to, she could have, drowned him out with her voice. One thing I'm wondering is, this collaboration, is it something that was, were they actually together singing it, or is it one where it's sort of overdubbing where Grace is in a different studio listening to this song singing over the top? I don't know. Obviously, there are bigger Grace Vanderwaal's fans out there who will know the answer to this. So were these guys both together in the same studio? I think there was one point in the song there where Grace forgot the line at the end of the song, and she just sort of goes and laughs, and that's just typical Grace. It's amazing how she just carries straight on afterwards. The song itself, quite a simple song. It's all about people say, if you need anything, give me a call. I'll be there for you. Don't worry. You just give us a call. That's all you need. That is basically what the song is about. But I really like that. It's not the first time I've heard Grace doing a duet. There is quite a few different songs out there of Grace doing duets, and I may react to a couple more of them as well. But yeah, I do like that song. I think this should possibly be released. Maybe do it again in a studio and release that song. I think that would go down very, very well. Alright, so that's my reaction to Grace Vanderwaal and Charlie Puth, whatever, and One Call Away. Hope you've all enjoyed this, and sorry about the way it went on at the beginning there. You've got to understand why. I will be back with more Grace Vanderwaal reactions, whether you want me to or not, and I'll catch you on the next one. Till next time, thank you. Bye for now.
The Bosh.